Hello, everybody. Welcome to pre-market analysis for Monday, February the 22nd, 2021. It is already the last week of the year. I apologize for my being late, as you can see, with my morning routine on here. It's currently 5:58 Pacific in Southern California, where I'm coming to you live for another edition of the Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily. In the live chat, we have Beautiful Gates, Miss Festus, Miss Marcy, and Mr. Nick from London who said hello. Well, we have other traders, obviously. Well, a few others. Those are the one in the live chat that say hello. So greetings to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Last week of February, it's upon us. Let's try to finish it with a stride. So I'm reading some of the message here on this. Yes. Yeah. I mean the link of the inside of some of our videos, yeah, is reading, let's say 2/12/2021. Yeah, the link is definitely the correct one if you were able to make it. That's something that is in the title, meaning it doesn't impact actually the actual link on there. I will update that title on there. That's the YouTube scheduling, those the live streaming. It's very tricky to, I mean, every time I have to wait or whatever. So yeah, I will update that. Thank you, Bishop Gate, for updates me on there. And the other question on here, I will tackle on that at a different time. Okay, very good. So last week of the month, typically the market tends to move, meaning provide opportunities toward the end of the month. So we have full 5 trading days this week, right? So last week was a short week with 4 days of trading since the Monday was President Day was closed. So the market is gapping slightly down here, as we are going to see in the first section on here for the stock market technical analysis. So let's dive into it, shall we? Let's dive into it with SPY, QQQ, IWM. This is, I'm sharing on my screen. You are to be able to see the daily chart of SPY. And earlier I tried, drawing has never been my strong suit, and maybe you can see here. Hopefully you're able to see the couple of blue arches that I've made here, where we have seen over the last, let's say at least in 2021, we have seen an arch where SPY traded on the upper Bollinger side and then find its way crossing the exponential moving average 8 and 20, which represented by the yellow and green line of our chart respectively, right? And when that happens, we came here and touched the lower Bollinger. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but definitely we are starting the week with SPY below the EMA 8, the yellow line. So the next potential targets, it's the resistance at the EMA 20, the green line, which stand at 386.37, and SPY currently trading just 1 point ahead of that in this pre-market. But I mean, there's really no way of knowing what they can do on here, because it could also bounce off of that EMA, daily EMA 20, the green line 386. But in any case, we have a strategy here. I want one of them, how we can go about taking this trade, right? So, and unlike what happened on Friday, please, for those who are, please, if you're inside of our Discord room, could you please just give me a heads up when you see something like what happened with Roku? There was a major typo on Roku. I don't know if anybody traded it, but we have shared with you how we trade the Ganser trade, right? So on expiration day, on the last expiration day, February the 19th, you go with the ATR technique. No way that the strike that were typed on there on the Roku trade will be that, right? They were actually $100 added onto it, so it should have read 480, 485, and 490 instead of 580 that was on there. So nobody in our live chat, but maybe nobody took that. So hey. But definitely, that's I need to be conscious of that. So this morning on here, let's do it the proper way. So I'm going to show through SPY. This is it here. Do I need to bring in? So maybe I can't even write on here. So here's the current price of SPY, 387.42. So the first thing, if we don't know anything about the Ganser strategy, what do? We go find the ATR of that stock. Yeah. So for me, typically, I come here. That's one usage I make of FinViz. You don't have to. Yeah, you can find the ATR on any It's just that for me, it's easier since I already have everything on here. So SPY ATR, it's 420. Some people will laugh at that number. If you know what 420 reference to, then let me know in the chats. Especially traders. I didn't know about it when I was a beginner trader. They would mention 420. 420. Yeah. Okay. So the ATR for SPY, it's 420. I'm not making this stuff up. We are reading. You have the ATR 14 here, and you're charting it. It has been as high, let's say back in November, $6, seven or even $6 here or thereabout. The lowest that's it has been is $3.22 over the last let's say since June on here. So 420, that's fine. So we can use 4 points. So this is how we do it, right? So you will say, yeah, I think I can write on that. I'm going to write on here such that everybody can see that. So make sure that I bring it up here because we use this this live trading show. This is for education purpose as well. So let's serve that on here. So the whole principle or the whole methodology is that a stock is likely to move by its ATR or more, but that's at least for the purpose of the gangster trade. You don't want to have super precise, right? Because we are looking for 2 or 3 strike price around that ATR. So in both directions. So where's my brush here? Okay, so can I use blue? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can even do text. I don't even why I'm tripping. Okay, so let me. I can use a text. I can use a box here. So I'm gonna have a colored box from I don't know from this candle. Okay, that's where everybody can see it. Okay, so here's the gangster trade. I mean, if this is your first time on here watching the show, definitely, I mean, this may not be sufficient, right? I'm assuming that you are part of successful trading and you have received coaching on this, and this is just walking through the step that you're familiar with, because if that's not the case, you will definitely be lost. And in which case, this is our invitation then for you to subscribe to Successful Trading, and we will teach you about this strategy. So the gangster trade on SPY, the expiration is going to be today. Expiration, why? Because you are Monday. SPY has expiration on Monday. So, yeah. So gangster trade SPY February 22nd expiration. So the calls, we are looking for a couple of strikes. When I say couple, so the stock is currently trading at 387. Yeah, 4 points up from there. That will be 387 plus 4. So we are looking at 391. Now, for me to center that around that, I typically like to use, I mean, 391 is a round number, but 390, 391, 392, thereabouts. Okay, so these are the strike for calls, and 392 calls. We are going to put in a limit order using the chocolate version of the gangster, which is we are varying, we are hoping to get one of these 3. Again, that's something that I'm not sure if many traders, we are not saying that we want to get all 3 strike. The reason we are picking 3 strike there is to increase our probability of getting a fill. That's important as well, right? It doesn't mean, because I've had traders give me feedback that, oh, I didn't get all the fill. Well, you're not supposed to, really. No. Why would I be taking 3 strikes? I want to get one of them at that price, because my price, my is going to be a limit order that's fixed around that. So we're gapping down on here. So the ideal scenario will be SPY puts in a dip, and in the mix of that dip going lower, we are down minus. The stock is down about less than 3 points, minus 0.70. So in that case, really, we want to get this for as cheap as possible. So the suggested type of limit order between 5 and 10 cents. Yeah. And conversely, on the put side, from 387 thereabout, now 4 point down, going to get us to 383 thereabouts, right? So here we go. We can go and say 381, 382. 383 puts. Yeah. Okay, now the stock is gapping down a little bit, so meaning that we have a reference price from Friday close, meaning that these put they will be worth a little bit more than they were worth on Friday. Hence, we have to really just account for that. Of course, we have theta decay that's take place for Saturday and Sunday. Yes, because people who, for instance, were holding puts on the market makers, they know that. So in this case here, I mean, it's conservative for us to say 10, 15 cents for this. And that's the Ganser trade right there for you for SPY. I'm purposely doing this live. This is recorded because people, I don't know. But for me, I just want to remind everybody in case you were involved in the trade. I know at least one trader because I learned that over the coaching session with that trader. But that trader was trading its paper trading. So thanks God. Hence, when you read the Ganser trade on the just go, oh, Telex wrote this down. Actually, ensure that it makes sense. That's the whole idea, right? Remember what we said here. I keep saying here, the aim is for you to take this strategy and make them your own, meaning that after a while, you are not so much relying on, oh, Telex is saying to trade this, because you have mastered the strategy. And hence, if Telex has a typo a la Roku on Friday, that should not affect you. If anything, you should kindly just tell Telex that, hey, Telex, does this make sense? We're trading on expiration day, something that's a stock like Roku, which is the strike price being $100 further far away on there. Okay, any question on this? I didn't even know that all of this was in red. Can I change this? Yes, I can change this. Let me put it in a different color. Dear me. Okay, blue is better. Oof. All right, so here we have it for everybody. Any questions? Before we move away, I wanted to do that. Well, there are not that many people on here. Anybody has a question about this, please let me know. Yeah, it's in front of everybody. It's recorded there. All right. What else is moving? I had a question inside of the Discord. Are we not trading BA? Oh, yeah. Well, let's finish on the ETFs, please. The other ETFs, QQQ and IWM, they're gapping as well. I mean, you can start trading them. And again, oh, by the way, this, for those who may have been surprised, because this is the first time maybe that I'm showing this. Telex is trading Ganser SPY. Yeah, why? Because it's gapping. That's the only condition. SPY is just a stock like any other, right? So any stock that's gapping qualify for a Ganser. It just so happened that today is also expiration, so meaning this is a strategy that you can use on SPY on expiration on any day that it gaps, even so more so on the expiration day. This doesn't preclude us that, hey, in the last hour, I will still be trading SPY. Or anytime that SPY start trending bullishly above VWAP posting higher highs or below VWAP posting lower low, I still can day trade that. Fine. So this is from just this one strategy, the Ganser, you're saying you can apply this on any given stock, and then we will still have the other type of strategy that we trade on there. So Ganser is owned on any stock. SPY expiration is another strategy we teach on here. The Friday Lotos. Hopefully you have been taking advantage of the Friday Lotos. This past Friday, what was the best one? I think MU. MU was a great trade. Yeah, I mean, it's posted on the Telex updates, right? So if you haven't been taking advantage on the Friday ones, please schedule a coaching session with me. If you're a subscriber, if you are not a subscriber, go to our website, check us out, our 2021 offer, and I'm going through a series of coaching sessions with a very committed trader from London, I believe. And actually, it is giving me a sense of really structure and discipline on the strategies that we have. So there are 5 main strategies that we have on here. So it'll help me take the time for, I don't know, a shameful plug or whatever. We trade the Ganser trade, which is completely different from the successful trading trade alert. The AI, yeah, because people tend to sleep on them. They make money as well. SPY on expiration. Now I'm showing you that SPY, you can Ganser trade SPY just like any other stock when it's gapping. The Friday Lotos, the Friday Lotos have been on fuego. And fuego meaning hot in the positive sense, yeah? Absolutely. And then the swing trades, which we can take, now, the swing trade, we can take them from the list of trade alerts that successful trading generate, or from any stock that has momentum, which we can discover, let's say the last 15 minutes using FinViz. So if you took the time, maybe I should have typed it. We don't have time. It's currently 9:13 Eastern time in New York and in Toronto, and I want to give people time on here to ease into the Monday. But at least, so even inside of the swing trades from FinViz, there are not two versions. It's the same trade. It's just that it gives you two filters, if you will. Yeah. And here the Gangster trade, we just, because maybe you have not been along on here to say, hey, can we actually Gangster trade SPY? Yes. Here it is, live in front of our very eyes on this Monday. And that, again, doesn't preclude that whatever trend that SPY gets itself into later in the day, we can still take another trade on that as well. Hopefully, all of this makes sense to folks on here. All right. Oh, wow. 5 likes. People are liking this stuff. Yeah. Oh, really? Let's try to close this month because the end of the month, the last week of the month is typically a week of opportunities. So with us summarizing this strategy, we hope that you can focus and really take advantage of them. All right. So other than that, oh, geez, I'm all over the place. I apologize. So QQQ, we can show QQQ on here. We have to, not we can. Let's show QQQ as well. QQQ is gapping quite significantly, folks. Yeah. And typically, again, just QQQ is down minus 1.33%. So it qualifies for a Gangster trade. I'll leave it to you because by this time, no matter where you are, you're in Europe, you're in Asia or what, you have had time to actually see the pre-market. QQQ has been down forever. I mean, the futures were down yesterday. No, I don't watch the future. I don't sweat the futures, as you know. But sometimes I check. We went to the park yesterday after my coaching with Mr. Jason. So Sunday was one of those relaxing Sunday. Actually, I need to be doing that more, even with the COVID here. But there were a lot of people at the park and getting some fresh air. So when I came back, I went to what was that app on my phone? Investing.com, and I saw, oh, the futures were slightly red or whatever. An Asia market was red, but I don't sweat more than that. This morning, QQQ has been down. So QQQ is down almost 5 points. It's $331 stock starting the week, the last week of the month, below both the exponential moving average 8 and the exponential moving average 20. Absolutely. There are gaps all over the place that they can decide to fill. Let's say the lowest one here is all the way to 316 thereabout, which is 9-10 points from here. You can apply the ATR technique. QQQ expiration is on Friday. It doesn't have expiration like SPY today and Wednesday. So Friday, you have plenty of time to really adjust that trade properly. So that's we give you the gist, the concept, right? Now it's up to you to how you apply it to each individual stock. And again, if you want us just to go during a one-on-one coaching session over this, I can do that. You schedule your session. We come in at any time, and I do that with. And now actually, at least in the package, in the 2021 package, I record the coaching session. This is a powerful tool that while we're in Zoom like this, I record that session, and Zoom usually take like after the session, 10 minutes or so. They send me a link in the cloud. I send that to you. Now you can review your same coaching session. Traders have been taking advantage of that. That's just part of our new 2021 package. So if that's something that's of interest to you, definitely get with us because your specific question, you are going to be able to take advantage of that recording, just your own private recording over and over again. All right, so similarly, IWM is gapping down on here. It's not quite all the way to below the exponential moving average 20, the support line, but really that chart on QQQ, it's really interesting. And when QQQ start like this, is the middle of nowhere. If the momentum is bearish, it can really continue more than that. I've seen days where QQQ start at minus 1.3, it finds itself at minus 3% on that day. I'm not saying that they're going to do that. If anything, actually, what they do typically is that on a day like this, they will post a low of the day very quickly within the first 30 minutes, and then they will post a high of the day. So they will post a low of the day very quickly within the first 30 minutes, and then they will post a high of the day very quickly within the first 30 minutes. So and then rally the rest of the day. Even if the next day, because that's a head fake, right? So the head fake people, oh, everything is fine, and then the next day you see a bigger gap down. So you can day trade QQQ, if you will, on here on this starting momentum. Definitely, it's qualified for a Ganser trade. It's a question that we had, not for me not to ignore it. So let's take care of the ETF. So the question that we have, somebody asked inside of the Discord, and let me address this on here. Hey, are you not going to trade BA? BA, some folks, I think there was some news posted yesterday or anything. BA is a not stock, folks. Yeah. So for me, if anything that I can bring to you is the little experience, my observation that I see on here. I'm telling you, folks, it's always a matter of choice. So for me, on a Monday like this, after a news, my reason of not trading Ganser trading BA because the options are still very expensive, yeah? And we don't know the direction of it. The move is not that significant. Again, I'm not saying that BA is not going to move, but look at the chart of BA and tell me honestly, hey, this thing has provided any direction on here. So though this news is in, wait and see. Wait and see. So I'm not going to start with that one on a Monday with options still being expensive. Implied volatility, most likely, I haven't checked, but that's my reason for not touching BA at this time. And I'm okay. I'm okay if I'm late to that trade. I'm okay because just my tiny bit of experience trading some of these stocks. So hopefully that clarifies what's going on there. So let's see. I think we should have at least 3-4 minutes. Let's dive inside of Power E Trade quickly, see what else is moving, because we have that. We haven't really been doing that lately on here to see what else is moving. As long as you master the principles of the strategy that we trade here, you can apply that on any stock of your liking, obviously. So let's start with the market view. So this is what we are seeing on the market view. So VXX, remember VXX, we said that that's the free index, if you will, meaning it goes up when the market is red. When I say markets, I mean it's applied to SPY. So it trade opposite of SPY, yeah? But it's not like QQQ and TQQ in the sense that, hey, if QQQ is up 1%, TQQ will be up 3%. No, it's not a triple inverse. It's one of those very, very, very manipulated ETFs. It's actually very difficult to trade. Trust me. I've been trying to time it over the last couple of weeks. So this is my last week resorting to that. And the way that I'm going to be approaching it on here, it's pretty much like day trading that and then overnight swing because it's just not. But that's just like really in case the market really does something very funny, meaning that for me, my level on here from $15, I'm been looking for 20 calls, really a big move on VXX. Otherwise, it's not worth it. It's very manipulated and really just stick to SPY, stick to QQQ. Trust me, you will have more trade than that you can. All right, so that's about the ETF overall. Let's go here. We have a couple of watch lists. So we have the so-called short squeeze. I don't know. I stopped watching this watch list for a while. Okay, here's Mara. Here's Silray, Alpha. That's BlackBerry, Momo, SPCE, Zynga. They're all starting in red here. The one, oh Jesus, okay. The ones that's starting bullishly, if we go this way, it's Sava. So Mara and Sava, they are not going hand in hand this morning. And GME is still in play, I guess. $45. I don't know if those people are sitting. AAL, American Airlines. This one is tricky. I mean, it's just, I don't know. So a stock like American Airlines, don't see it at 6% thinking that, hey, your options are going to be making tons of money. You will be lucky if those options are even up. The calls, they are up even 100%. I kid you not. That's just because of the nature of the implied volatility. So this, again, the type of observation that I make, and thus you see me rarely maybe even mentioning AAL on here. But that doesn't mean that you cannot trade it if you fancy that. Yeah? So, and then lastly, let's go to the broader watch list. We have our broader watch list on here. Oh, yeah, this is a short list, investment to watch, but it's just a broader watch list of stocks that we have. So what's moving this morning? Starting on the bearish side. Okay, IQ. Oh, did you trade IQ from its earning last week with us. Gangster traded for after its earning. It was a good trade. Baidu was, oh my goodness, I could make a movie out of Baidu. I made money on Baidu on Friday, but not as much as if I held a position all the way to the last 2 hours. There was some type of short quiz that I only saw afterward because after 11, I don't know, I was doing other things and I never saw that move. But after the market closed, I was like, oh my God. But Baidu is moving this morning. Baidu, and then you see BA there, right? So Baidu for me will be a better candidate for gangster trade than BA. That's just me. SPCE, Baba, yeah, a lot of these stocks are gapping on here, obviously, as the market is doing. Apple is gapping as well. That has been another one very not naughty stock to make money off of. So this is really the trend on here to start this last week of February. And then on the bullish side, CCL, FCX. Oh my goodness. Did anybody trade FCX on Friday as part of your Friday runners? If you have that list of Friday runners, that's a strategy that we teach your folks. I wasn't on that one. I wasn't on that one. Shame on me. The 30, well, obviously I wrote it down. The 36 call on FCX from Thursday to Friday, meaning the standard lotto that we played, they paid 1,680%. But that's 1,680%, my friend. The option were only worth 83 cents. Yeah, let's just say the Friday runners have been, and if you don't know what we're talking about, schedule a session with us, and we will take you through. And I think most of our traders, the traders who are part of that 2021 package, they have access to that list. FCX is one of them. All right, so folks, that gives us an idea about what to trade. Again, as usual, for me, I try to ease myself into the week, meaning that I take less risk or I put less money in the market really on Monday. I like to take the time to see what's out there. So SPY, it's a good starting point on here. QQQ is a good starting point as well in the week. The ETFs are moving, so I want to take advantage of the fact that SPY has expiration today. And then we saw a bunch of stocks that are moving bearishly on the bearish side: IQ, Baidu, JD, even Tesla, BA, that we spoke of. On the bullish side, we have CCL, the airlines, FCX, who has been on a tear, Snap, MPC. There are a list of earnings that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. We will give you our plan for the rest of the week. But for now, we leave you 5 minutes to reset. We're going to need that to ease ourselves into the day trading. As I was away on here, I have 6 likes. We have almost 50% ratio of like between the number of viewers and the likes. Thank you, folks. JD Snow Dog. Oh my goodness. With Gangster Trade, are you buying a spread? Sir, we don't have time to answer that question. Hello, JD Snow Dog. I'm not sure if this is your first time catching this thing. This is something that a proprietary strategy that we teach for our subscribers at Successful Trading. So if you're interested, go to successfultradings.com and schedule a session that we will tell you what other strategy we trade on here. But the Gangster Trade is definitely something that requires more time than just me answering if we are buying a spread or not. Thank you. Have a great trading session, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.